Hello everyone and welcome back to Wednesday here on the Pagan Perspective. I'm your host Eric, and this week we are talking about debunking myths and stereotypes. Now this topic was suggested by Scott33195. Thank you, Scott, for the suggestion. The question was asked, what do we do when we are faced with stereotypes that are Christian promoted, like devil worship, sacrifice, human sacrifice, curses, things of that nature? Really, the easiest thing to do is to tell the truth. Tell them exactly what goes on when they say, don't you guys, sacrifice babies? And no. And then you tell them, well, no, any sacrifice is usually a self-sacrifice. If I'm going to sacrifice anything, it's not going to be something that is unwilling to give of itself. So I have to give of myself, because it's the only sacrifice that I can make without, demanding it of somebody else who may not be willing. You explain that. And then what about curses? Well, curses are something that I don't believe in. I believe that you can harbor ill will towards somebody, and that's about as close to a curse as most people ever come. But I don't think that's something that most people really consider doing in practice. And if it is, you need to reconsider. I mean, obviously, even if you don't follow the wicked reed, harm none and do what you will, really is a good thing to try and stick to. But I guess really my only concern, or my only response, is to correct people, to tell them exactly what it is. Most of the people at work, most of the people I work with know that I'm pagan, and a lot of times they will ask questions. Well, do you do animal sacrifices? And I said no, because it's one of those things that I don't personally believe in. I know that occasionally the old ways used to be that you sacrifice an animal for specific rites, and I don't think that that's okay, especially if all you're doing is wasting the animal. So I don't believe in that sort of thing. And they ask me, what do you think about curses? Have you ever cursed someone? Have you ever done this, that, the other? And I say no, because that's something that I don't agree with. And most pagans in general don't agree with it. From my understanding and my experience, they just don't. So it's things like that where it's if you're confronted with something that, and I don't think that it's necessarily Christian promoted, so to speak, it's just people don't know. So oftentimes when that sort of conversation comes up, if it does come up in a place where they're berating you, and like if they were picketing your local pagan store because they're Christian and they feel that that's wrong and you're worshiping the devil, you say, no, well, first off, the devil is a Christian idea, and I don't believe in Christian ideas. It has nothing to do with my religion against yours. It's just a matter of me not believing the same things you do. It's like being Jewish versus Christian. Jews don't believe that Christ was born or that he was the Messiah. That's just a differing opinion. It's the same thing. It's just I don't believe that the Abrahamic God is the only God. I believe he exists personally. So that's one of the arguments one of the discussions that you can have with people that makes it so that they understand a little bit more that you're not against them. And if they want to continue to be against you, that's their choice, and there's nothing you can do about that other than tell them, well, I'm sorry you feel that way. That's not how I see it, and that's not the way things truly and honestly are. But if they continue to desire to, berate you and tell you that you're a devil-worshipping, hedonistic, terrible person, then just cut them out of your life. If that's not a possibility, I'm sorry, that sucks. But informing people and telling them the whole truth not only helps them understand where you're coming from, but it also very oftentimes has a tendency to take all of those conflicts that they already have because they come from a Christian background and don't understand, and people inherently have been raised to fear the things they don't understand or don't know about. So inform them, teach them. Don't spend your time trying to convince them, because that's not going to help either of you. Learning is the key to getting past fear and misunderstanding. So talk to people. If they tell you that you're a devil worshiper, explain to them that you don't believe in the devil, because he's a Christian idea. Anyway, I hope this helps. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, comments, if you'd like to berate me for being a pagan, feel free to do so. Just leave it in the underneath bits, and I'll respond to your comments whenever I possibly can. But thanks for watching, everybody, and of course, until next time, Odin be with you.